to Jenna's Kitchen. Fried rice is one of my favorite treats to make, and today I'm going to show you my favorite way to make some delicious chicken fried rice. Let's get started. The key to good fried rice is cold cooked rice. So you want to cook your rice ahead of time. So I've got our rice cooker. This one is really fancy. My grandma got it for me. Thank you, Grandma. We're going to open it up, and we have 1 cup of rice. This is going to end up giving us 3 cups of cooked rice. 1 cup of rice with 2 cups of water. You can wash your rice before you cook it. You can do that if you want to. Before we had this one, we just had one from a store, a Black & Decker one, and that one was great. It worked fine. But one of the things you have to do with it is you have to let the rice soak for 20 minutes. That way it kind of absorbs some of the moisture, and then it cooks, and it's all good. Same way if you cook it on a stovetop, but I highly recommend if you're going to cook any rice, get a rice cooker. It's so much easier, and it makes great rice every single time. But Grandma gave us this one for Mom's birthday, and you don't have to do that. You just close it, lock it, and turn it on. And it does that, and then it'll start cooking your rice. And you can tell it's done when it either cuckoos or says Korean saying that I cannot say, because I don't know that. But it will tell you when it's done.
생리 취사가 완료되었습니다. 밥을 저어주세요.
Our rice is all done. It has cuckooed. Now we're going to open it up. Give it a stir. Once you've given it a mix, scoop it into a bowl. So you can pop it in the fridge to let it cool. Because if we made it right now, it would just gum up into a gummy mess. And we don't want that. Plus, you can tell at the hibachi, when they cook it in front of you, that rice is cold. You can tell. Next time you go, look at it, and you'll be able to know. Pop this in the fridge, and once it's all cool, I'll be back to show you some fried rice. All right, our rice is done chilling, but first we have to cook the chicken to put in our fried rice. I have the chicken cut up into little bite-sized cubes, and I'm just going to take some garlic pepper, salt, and teriyaki sauce to season it up. Give it a little sprinkle. Make sure it's nice and coated. Tastes really good. We put our garlic pepper on, and we're going to take some salt. Take our tongs. Put it into our pan. Then just drizzle some teriyaki sauce over the top. And now we're going to cook it on medium heat. Alright, our chicken looks like it's done. We're going to take it off and put it in this bowl. Put our pan back on. Turn this off real quick. Alright, here we have the same pan we cooked our chicken in. I'm just going to take some oil. Drizzle it in there. Here we have 1 small onion chopped up, 1 clove of garlic, and 2 eggs. Cook this on medium heat. Take a wooden spoon, stir it around, make sure it doesn't get burned, and wait for the eggs to firm up. Alright, our eggs are looking good. Now we're going to add our chicken that we cooked earlier. Add 1 cup of frozen peas and carrots. Stir it up, get it nice and combined. Once you have this all stirred up, you're going to add the rice we cooked earlier. It's nice and chilled. Your spoon and kind of break it up. The last thing we're going to add is 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. You can add more or less of these if you want. This is just what I like. Stir it up. Bring the heat down to low. It smells so good. This rice is all done. Now we're going to make some edamame. Alright, so with our fried rice, we're going to have some edamame. These are super simple and delicious. We're going to cut them open. We we've got another wooden spoon. We're just gonna scrape some coconut oil into this pan. Turn it on low. Coconut oil is gonna give it a nutty, delicious flavor. It's gonna make the edamame taste so good. Our coconut oil is almost melted. I'm gonna go ahead and add my edamame. And yeah, they have some ice on them, but it'll melt. They're all covered in coconut oil. Now we're going to put on some shichimi togarashi. This is just a spice blend. It tastes really good on edamame. It's going to give them some kick, some flavor. And if you just want to use sea salt, you can. But I like this. It gives it some kick. We're going to put on a little bit of salt. Our edamame are done cooking. Now, one thing about them is they kind of look like a pea, right? Well, they're a bean. And you don't want to eat this part right here. You don't want to eat that. You want to eat the inside bean because that is the flavorful part and it's delicious. If you try to eat the shell, you'll just be gnawing on it for hours. Get the beans out and throw away the shell. We're going to get these all plated up. We're going to make some yum yum sauce to go on top of the fried rice and then we're ready to eat. Now we're going to make our yum yum sauce. It's super duper simple. We have 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of sriracha, give it some kick, a splash of rice vinegar. Mix it up. And if you want to add more sriracha, you can. If you want to add less sriracha, you can. You can even add some sugar for a little bit of sweetness. This is a little bit thicker than when you go to a hibachi, but that's because I think they put water in it. And you can totally do that if you want to have it a little bit thinner. I just like mine like this. Get this in a bottle and then it's time to plate it up. I've got our yum yum sauce in a piping bag. I'm just going to drizzle it over the fried rice. Here is the fried rice and edamame that we made today. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. It's so good and so full of flavor, and even if you wanted to with this fried rice, you could garnish it with some cilantro, give it a little bit of freshness. Overall, this is one of my favorite dishes to make and to eat because it's so good and I love it so much. Like this video, please like it and comment down below. And when you're commenting, tell me if you've ever had edamame. They are so good. One of my favorite snacks to just munch on. They are delicious. I highly recommend you try them if you have not. Don't forget to subscribe to Jenna's Kitchen and have a great day, guys. In honor of my great aunt from Korea, when she comes to visit and tells us goodbye, she always goes, bye, bye.